This is going to go through a standing position to activate the lateral aspect of your hip. This is a great precursor to squatting, to try and get good hip control and control the position of your knees as you're going through these positions. So I'm going to take a band. I'm going to bring my feet and my knees all the way together, and I'm going to tie this band nice and snug just above my knees. If I want to get kind of fancy, I can make a little bow, or I can just double knot it. Okay, so I have that right above my patella, right above my kneecap. Right now, I can do this with my back against the wall, so I can take my feet out pretty far because I want to make sure I can kind of wiggle my toes so most of my weight is on my heel. And I'm going to drop into a small amount of knee bend here. Now the goal is going to be for this band to be tight enough that I'm really fighting to keep my knees from caving in towards each other. So in this position, in a very shallow knee bend, I start off by just trying to pull apart to where my knees are maybe just beyond my feet. And as I go out here, I feel like I'm starting to de-weight the inside of my feet, and the inside of my toe and arch will want to rock up off the ground. I want to stop just short of my big toe coming off the ground. So I'm going to pull out, maybe to there. I feel like I'm starting to want to lift my foot, and I'm going to come back in slow, just to where I feel like I'm about to lose tension, and then right back out. So this is a position where I'm just trying to get used to not letting my knees cave in, and I'm just going to slowly transition through this motion. With my back against the wall, I know I'm looking down right now, but once I feel like I have pretty good control here, I want to try and stay up nice and tall. If anything, maybe flattening my back into the wall behind me with a little bit of tension in my stomach. And you'll see this is a very slow and controlled, deliberate motion. I'm not popping in and popping out really fast. I'm really trying to maintain control as I do this small little pulsing. This is one that may be worth doing for time rather than counting, so I don't have a motivation to go quickly, maybe 30 to 90 seconds, even upwards of 2 minutes. I try and stay in this position. Now, if this is problematic, sometimes the back against the wall bothers people in their knees. Instead of here, I can hang on to something, so I can hang on to the lip of the kitchen sink or a door, and I can do the same thing. So you'll see me from behind, but same thing, I'm going to hold just the edge of this counter, and I'm going to let myself sit back onto my heels. I can do the same thing here, letting my knees cave in and pull apart. It's a very small motion. This position is a little bit easier on the front of the knees, and I feel like I can keep more of the pressure on my heels. So either one of these positions is helpful with facilitating a little bit more activation of your glute. And like I said, you want to stay in a range of knee bend that feels most comfortable. So if I have really painful knees, I may start off just with this small bend and do it here to where my knees are barely bent much at all. And I'm just going through a small motion in and out to see if I can feel this getting some action or some work.